Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Mick Ambrose. You are watching All About Tech. Welcome back to another video. I know it's been an absolute minute since I've uploaded. Basically, COVID-19 happened. The whole world went to shit, and I don't know. I don't know. I guess we've been on lockdown for quite a while now, and I don't know. I guess I've just kind of been focusing on little personal projects and things like that. And just kind of taking each day as it comes, to be honest with you. Um, if anything, I should have been uploading more because I've been at home more. But I don't know. I guess as soon as you get out that routine of uploading, like you guys will know I've been struggling with uploading for quite a while. It's just a lack of motivation to upload, to be honest with you. And yeah, I'm going to try and spend more of this lockdown now, uploading more. But I thought now would be a really good time to make a video because there's been a few things happen in regards to ETN that I want to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is the price action that it's had recently. Now Bitcoin went up by like 20% the other day. It's since corrected back down a little bit, but it is higher than it was before. But ETN was performing fantastically against Bitcoin. As we can see now, we're currently sitting at 39 sats, which is considerably more than what we were before. And before correcting, it was more like 44 sats. 43, 44 sats, I can't remember, it was one of those two. But it was just a bit of fresh air, to be honest with you. We were sitting at around the 140 odd ranking. Not a lot happening. And then a couple of interviews came out of Richard speaking, and I'm going to talk about them in just a second. And after that, ETN started performing really well. I don't know if that was a direct link as to why ETN started performing well, but nonetheless, it's still positive to see. If we go to the month, we are doing very well. Obviously, slight correction here, but doing very well nonetheless. Now, ETN and Richard have been obviously working from home due to coronavirus and things like that. And Richard's done a few interviews recently. This is one that he did with Oscar from Oscar Tech. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys to watch this. It's a two-parter. Both of them are on his channel. Feel free to go check them out. It is a really good interview. And some really, really cool information that's come out. Not tons of detail in what Richard really wanted to talk about, it looked like, but couldn't. But I'm going to talk about it, what I got from it. This is another interview from Gyaan, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. And also, there is a event for Electroneum. It's an online crypto event, and there's a $20 VIP ticket that you can get. Or actually, you can hurry and register for your free €20 VIP ticket online. And that features Richard Ailes, Andreas Antonopoulos, some big names in the crypto community. So I'll link that in the description as well in case you're interested in attending that. If you're on lockdown at home, there's no reason why not. you got to fill up the time with something. As you can see, I've been filling up the time with teaching myself how to cut my hair. I faded my hair as well. I actually did alright, to be fair. My first ever time used beard trimmers for it. It took like 2.5 hours. It took ages. Apart from that, all I've been doing recently is learning, well, not learning because I already know how to solder, but improving my soldering skills, doing a bit of modding and that sort of thing. I've been modding some 360 consoles lately. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, to be fair. But anyway, what I want to talk about is specifically something that Richard spoke about in this interview with Oscar, and that is that he mentioned this thing called Phase 2. Now, Phase 2 sounds like it's going to be quite a significant thing for ETN, because they've been building this quite large ecosystem, and now they're going to be switching. And Richard compared it to like a Facebook scenario, like any sort of social media scenario, where the most important goal, and we've heard him say this in the past, that the most important goal is to gain users, because users and data in general is the hottest commodity there is. So what did Facebook do? They gained millions and millions of users, and then they flicked the switch on advertising, and they made an absolute fortune. That's why Facebook is one of the richest companies. Why Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people on the bloody planet. But yeah, people's personal I say personal information like it's sounding proper sketchy, but just like advertising to those people, like 3 million plus email addresses to be able to advertise to, and that sort of thing. Not saying that that's the road they're going down. There are many different ways that you can monetize on the number of users that you have. But what's interesting to me is that this phase 2, what it's going to consist of. So with phase 1, getting as many users as possible, drawing them in with the reward program. First it was the mobile miner, then it moved over to the just being called ETN rewards. And from what I got out of that interview, it sounds like to me that the reward system is going to be coming to an end at some point, and there's going to be no more free ETN being given out, because I guess it served its purpose. Which is good in the sense that the market's not going to keep getting flooded with all this ETN that's being produced with the miner. Not with the miner, sorry, with the ETN rewards. Obviously, you've got the block reward going to NGOs now as opposed to just everyone. But what was interesting for me was how phase 2, Richard stated that he's going to focus a lot more on the crypto community again. Now, the reason why I was so intrigued when I heard that they were going to be focusing a lot more on the crypto community again is because basically, for those of you that have been watching this channel since the very beginning, over 2 years ago, I made my first ETN video. There's been some dramatic times, especially when it came to decisions that ETN made in regards to, in particular, their blockchain. That kind of phased a lot of crypto community members out, especially when it came to the mining, etc. How we went from normal mining from that you could use with a GPU and get good results to the ASIC miners coming in and basically ruining any chance of GPU miners to get a fair share, to then going away from public mining completely, going to the proof of responsibility blockchain. There's been decisions that have quite heavily affected the crypto community as a whole. If you think about right at the very beginning, back when Electroneum was more of a decentralized model, purely based off of Monero, and how certain and how ETN were coming away from the fully decentralized private model to be more of a centralized, regulatory friendly model. That affected members of the crypto community as well, and the community as a whole, especially the crypto community. They did dislike ETN as a result of some of these decisions being made. So that's why I'm really intrigued to see how they target the crypto community again. Obviously, the decisions that ETN made were logical ones for the sustainment of the project as a whole and the sustainment of the services that it's going to provide. You can't have a decentralized, fully privatized fully private anonymous blockchain when especially in the UK now you have to be AML KYC compliant, so you have to register with the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, and you wouldn't be able to do that with a Monero based project. So they've made decisions for the right reasons. I think the proof of responsibility, I thought that was a really good decision, because it's still powering the blockchain, but it's going to a good cause at the same time. So yeah, the GPU to ASICs, that was a very, if you remember way back in the day, that was over a year ago, I think. That was a very controversial decision that ETN made. And again, ETN have made decisions, and they have every right to make those decisions. It's their project. We're just here for the ride. So it is going to be very interesting to see how the crypto community react to Electroneum wanting to involve the crypto community more. So yeah, phase 2. That is phase 2. Really interesting to see what comes out of it. What sort of marketing campaigns and stuff they're going to be doing for it. How they're going to approach the crypto community as a whole. Like I've been saying, it's really positive that they're trying to capture the mainstream crypto community again. I just hope it's not too late to kind of bring the big crypto community back, because that, if you think about the markets, especially the crypto market, that's where all the money is. That's where all the volume is, in the actual crypto community. There's not a lot of outside trading going on outside of the vast crypto community, and I think that's where ETN have been struggling, especially in terms of its value. So it's really, really positive to see that that's being focused on again. Apart from that, there's not really much else I wanted to talk about. I hope you're all staying safe during these what everyone's favorite word now is unprecedented. In these unprecedented times, I'm probably gonna get off this and shave my head again. No, I'm joking. I've done it once. I don't need to do it a second time. I'm gonna try and upload once a week now, trying to get a bit of a routine going. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. I'll leave a link to all those interviews and the link to register for that online crypto event as well. As you can see, I'm quite rusty with this, so bear with me. It's gonna take a while to get back to peak performance, but yeah, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. Peace out.